Hey guys, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we're taking a look at the Double Special Heroes forecast again in preparation for the August banner. We have a lot to go over and a lot to reconcile for, so let's get into it. First off, let's do a retrospective of my prediction for the June banner. For the June Double Special Heroes, I predicted it would look like this. I had Camilla and Lind, Violet and Takumi, Elm and Carla, and then Annette and Triandra. I went out of order on the duos, so I skipped Elise because the way I looked at it, I thought, well, the only way we're gonna be able to get two 4-star focuses on this banner like we usually get is if they skip Elise and then they do Annette and Triandra instead on colorless. That was kind of my thought process. This June banner was really hard to predict, and I even said in the video I was ready to be wrong, and I was wrong. I was very wrong. I only got 5 right, which is pretty bad. I don't think I've ever done worse than this. I think 3 wrong is the worst I've ever done, but yeah. I was right about red. On blue, we actually got Byleth and a duo Sothis, which was so random for so many different reasons. We've had old 5-star units come out of nowhere on these banners before, but it's always happened on colorless. Like, they've never pulled out an old 5-star on any color besides colorless. We've had like Duo Lin, Freya, Summer Freya on colorless. They've done it before, but not on blue. It's doubly weird because Sothis is a duo, and I mean 4-star Bile is obviously a 4-star. We've never had, not once in the history of Double Special Heroes banners, have we had a 4-star focus color share with a duo. I'm guessing this situation was different because they just wanted to have a filler on blue. Bringing in Sothis for this banner might be the most random and unpredictable thing they've ever done, because as far as I can tell, if they had just done Takumi instead, like I predicted, then like the forecast, like the lineup of banners would have been fine. Like, I really don't get it. The only thing I could see them maybe trying to avoid by bringing in Sothis is that by doing it this way, they're not going to have Sigurd on the November banner. Maybe they thought it would be too early for him to run on that banner, but I mean, spoiler alert, the forecast has like other units from that Tea Time banner on the November banner, so I really don't know why they brought in Sothis for this. This was super random, and yeah, I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. Makes it more difficult to do these predictions when they do stuff like this. And then, of course, on green, instead of getting Elm and Carla, we got Elm and Leo. They skipped Ursula, which is slightly interesting. And then on colorless, we didn't get 4-star Annette, we got Duo Elise, so they just went straight to Elise after all. So I was completely wrong about them banishing Elise to August. So yeah, I thought they would do it that way, because that way we would get 2 4-star focuses on this banner, but we ended up only getting 1 4-star focus. I said before that like the 2 4-star focus rule was like not as hard and fast as the other rules, so there was always a possibility that they would do it this way, but like with with the lack of other rules to help me figure out what's going on, that's just what I went with on that June prediction. So yeah, that's how we got here, so we can gray out those guys that have already run on the June banner, and our new lineup looks like this. I appreciate that when I'm wrong about the predictions, people don't come into my comment section and they're like, hey, you are wrong, what's up with that? I like to think that there's just an unspoken acknowledgement amongst us all that Sean was wrong, and we don't say it, but we're all thinking it. So I guess thank you for not giving me a hard time about that. I am doing my best on these predictions. I do them for fun, mostly, and I try to make them helpful for people so they can figure out when their units are going to rerun. Anyway, for the August banners, the August banner is not confirmed yet, but it's most likely going to be on the calendar that we're going to get on August 10th. For that banner, I am predicting Dorothea and Nino, or Pan, on red. On blue, I've got Takumi and Mark. On green, I've got Ursula and Carla. And then on colorless, I have Annette and Rebecca. So this one's pretty straightforward. Things are not breaking down yet. We will get there, though. On green and colorless, we just have the next 2 units in the lineup. On red, I think it's more likely that they'll skip Pan for now, so they can maintain their 2 4-star focuses, but I just got done saying that rule is not concrete, so I have Pan on there as a possibility. Nino's more likely, but Pan is a possibility. Nino's a funny one, too, because on the last forecast, I had Nino like so far out she wasn't even like on the forecast, but now she's jumped back up to August. That's how it works out sometimes when I refresh the predictions after we get new banners. On blue, I suppose it is possible that we'll get Bernadetta instead of Takumi. I guess I just didn't mark it on there. So yeah, Takumi is more likely, but Bernadetta is a possibility. Duo Mark should be there though. I'd be very surprised if Duo Mark didn't appear. Same for Carla. I think our duos are going to be Mark and Carla this time. I'm more certain about the August prediction than I am about the October prediction. In October, I've got 4-star Pan or Nino with 4-star Hana. On blue, we got Bernadetta and Shamir. On green, we've got Hector and Anna or Ephraim. And then on colorless, we have Tiki and a mystery character. So for the first time ever, I am predicting that they're going to bring in an old seasonal unit to fill in the banner here. It could be literally anybody on colorless. Around this time last year, we got like Summer Freya, which she was like a year old at that point. Maybe we'll get Summer Micaiah in the October banner. That is a possibility, I think. But yeah, it could be Duo Hilda. It could be just about anybody. And yeah, I think in this case it could actually be a duo or a harmonized, so that we'd have 3 on the banner in total. The reason why I'm predicting it is just because duos can't color share with 4-star focuses. That, well, okay. That is usually our one true rule for these banners, is that they can't have duos color sharing with 4-star focuses. So that's why, I mean, if you look at the lineup, colorless only has 4-stars and duos, all the way up until Lysithea. And I think October is going to be too soon for Lysithea to rerun. So that's why for the first time ever, I'm actually predicting that they're going to bring in an old unit. Usually I don't predict that they'll do that because it's usually so uncertain when they'll do it. It's so hard to predict when they do it, so I usually just say that they won't do it. But this time I think they probably will. I don't see any other way it could work out. One possibility is that they would have like Tiki and Amir on colorless in October, and then Shamir would get pushed out, but for now I think this is most likely what we have right here. We're also still maintaining our 2 4-star focuses per banner as best as we can. Oh, and then finally, Anna is more likely, but Ephraim is a possibility there. I forgot to mention that. Alright, moving on to November. On red, we've got Elliewood and Harmonized Ira. On blue, we got Sayri and Tharja. On green, we have Ephraim or Anna with Ferdinand. And on colorless, we have Emir with Lysithea. So like I was saying, like no matter what, I think we're probably going to end up getting some tea time units on the November banner. So I really don't know why they seemingly pushed Sigurd out of this banner so that he can't appear on it. Obvious disclaimer, once we start looking all the way out to November, the prediction becomes a lot less certain. I just put this here to give you a general idea of when certain units will be rerunning. And then we actually have so many units that are left over on red and a couple other colors that I can actually give you an idea of who could be on the December banner. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. So every year we usually get a double Special Heroes banner in November. So we get one in October and then we get another one in November. That's how they've been doing it. The theory is that they coincided with Black Friday. So we get one in October, one in November, and then we may or may not get one in December. But yeah, the next double Special Hero banner after November is going to have, seemingly is going to have 4-star Ash and 4-star Flavia on red, Sigurd on blue, Ivy on green, and 4-star La Rochelle on colorless. She got kind of left behind. And that's it for the forecast. So thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. Let me know if you are looking forward to summoning for any of these heroes. I hope this video was helpful to you, and we'll be back pretty soon with more Fire Emblem Heroes content. Thanks, guys. Catch you next time.